Hello, hello friends, it's Tonton from State 948. It's a very exciting day. There are a lot to talk about. Since I woke up, I've been working on preparing this guide. I've been preparing it for the last 1 hour and a half, so I hope you enjoy it. It will be the far most complete guide out there on the event, with the most detailed and most practical information. While I was preparing, I watched nearly every other video I could find, and they were lacking in my opinion. So I'm not trying to to be mean to others, but I want to do better, and I really think there is a lot to talk about and a lot of nuances and a lot to understand about such events. And you can just play and wing them, and get decent reward, or you can really understand how it all works together. Especially if you are a low to medium spender or big spender, it's a bit more simple for free to play, but there is a lot to do, a lot to think of, a lot to consider. This event is overlapping with King of Icefield. For us, it's overlapping with Frost Dragon Tyrant. There are so many things going on, so it's gonna be a long guide, probably with a lot of details. I'll gently ask you, I don't know gently, but if you find it useful, please share the guide with your alliance. On your alliance Discord, share the video. Let me know in the comments. It's some of the things I'll be showing during the video that's not like in-game footage, that you want to have, like my Google Sheets and stuff. So I'll make them available so you can share them around. Please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think I'll make the best guide I can, and probably the best one out there for this event. That's really important to me, because it's, like I said, for me, guides are not about what the event does, it's how to play the event, right? So we had that event in Christmas. It's very similar to Christmas. I did not make guide at the time, and there are so many things to talk about. So let's go into it. Let's start. I'll pick them one by one, and I'll try to link with King of Icefield. I'll try to link with Frost Dragon Tyrant for everyone that's in Gen 7 or beyond, and to cover like really how to play more than what how the event works. The first event you will see, like the first thing you will see when you pop in game are the packs, and we'll talk about the packs a bit later. Then you will see these two. So these one are the packs, and these one are the event of the childhood memory. So this one is basically where you use your marbles, and you use your marbles to get what they called marble coins. And marble coins you spend on the shop. What you need to do, if you look at here, like your marble have a percentage of chance to hit one of these, right? At the bottom, you see 10, 10, 70, 70, 130, 130, 500. So it's not like, it does not change anything regarding the bottom. It does not change anything whether you play it on the left or on the right. It's a percentage based. You will find some people telling you that the lane number 4 is better, whatever bullshit. It's a percentage based. It's explained here. And you will never throw enough marble to fall right on these percentages anyway, so that will be based on luck a bit. What you need to understand is, in average, when you play one marble, you get 70.4 coins. So one marble is in average 70.4 coins, and I'll show you very quickly if you want to have a look. It's here in the file, and we look at everything else in the file I've made for today, but that's here. You get 10 marbles at 48%, and 70 coins at 28, and then 130 at 20, and 500 at 4%. That's an average of 70.4 coins per marble. So that's the first thing you have to understand. So and that will be important when you want to aim for certain rewards. When you play, here you have 5 options, right? And what matters is which so it does not matter at the bottom, because that's percentage based. So it's just based on the amount of marbles you start. Then you have 2 rewards in the middle. So that's a rotation between these two, between all of these, right? So you have General Shards, Fire Crystal, XP, Essence Stone, Shards, Fire Crystal, Lucky Gear. And on the other one, you have Design Plans, Policing Solution. So it's basically Chief Gear and Chief Charms, and a bit of Fire Crystal on the right. And it's basically Hero Gear plus Hero Shards plus Fire Crystal on the left. You'll have to choose which one you prefer, and to start your marbles more on the left or more on the right, or if you don't know, maybe on the middle. I don't think it really matters. You know, if you do this one or this one, we don't really know, you know, if one or the other is better. Middle, it's probably, you know, matters a bit. For me, I find this one a lot better. I care a lot more about my hero gear for arena than my chief gear and my chief charms. And there are more fire crystals. So I'll mostly use most of my marbles on the left, maybe some in the middle sometime, because this one, it could be nice, you know, to go to there, because I need a lot of these and I need fire crystals. So depending on how it goes, I might try to get there, but I will spin on the left a lot, basically. At the bottom, you have milestone rewards, tiered reward, based on the amount of marble you spin, and we'll talk a bit about that later. I mean, the marble you use. And you know, you get a rotation between coins for the store and extra marbles, and I'll talk about that a bit later as well. To get extra marbles, there is a lot of ways, and you see my spreadsheet covered it all, and how much you get for free to play, how much you get for spenders. We will cover all of it, but you know, you get many sources of marble, and we'll review them one by one on top of packs. So you have free to play marbles and spenders marbles, let's say. So that's kind of it for this one. I'll play one with you so you see how it goes, but that's really about it. So it goes, and every time it touches the thing, it's progressing, and you need to hit 15 times. The only other thing you can see here is a multiplier, so you can use, you know, 1, 5, 10, 20 marble at once. They don't say anything about that, right? So it does not do 20 marbles and you get 20 different results. It's gonna do 20 marbles and you will get the same result. So let's say I have 60 marbles and I use 23 times and I'm very unlucky. I go on the 10. It will be a terrible run for me because I was highly unlucky and most of my marbles will give me 10, so I'll be far below the 70 coins per marble. The safest way is to do one by one, because you will get in average 70. You know, if you send a lot of marbles, you will get in average. If you're a big spender and you have, you know, hundreds of thousands of marbles, it matters a lot less. But for us, little low spender, free to play or medium spenders, I'll be very careful to use more than time 5. Maybe you can play a bit with time 5 and hope to get either a bit lucky, get a 500 or something like that. But understand that if you are unlucky with a time 5 or a times 10 or a times 20, you will be able to buy a lot less in the shop. So that's really important to understand. So that's it for the Joy Marble for now. Hero Rally, you have 2 packs to buy. So you have a free-to-play side here where you get you get some marbles basically. Then you get the one in the middle where you get the portraits. You get some marbles. And there is so that's a €5 pack. I already bought it, and that's a €20 pack, and I already bought it as well. These packs are one of the best ones for marbles, and I'll show you in the spreadsheet in a moment. But usually these packs are pretty bad, and I actually never buy that kind of packs. But these ones are pretty good. And the one that costs $5, it's allowing you to double the points on daily missions. So you see the times 2. So this one is very important because you get, for $5, you get 10 marbles. So it's 2 marbles per dollar, which is one of the better packs. So for a low spender, that will be my first purchase will be this one, basically. If I had to only do one purchase on this event, $5, I'll do this one, the one in the middle. Because you get double the points, and I don't know where it shows anymore, because I bought it, but that's where you get it. And double the points means that you get 3 marbles more per day, because you have 3 marbles per day with this daily mission, so you get 21 more marbles at the end of the event. It's a 7-day event, so basically for $5 you get 10 marbles plus 21, you get 31 marbles for $5 or €6. So that's by far the best pack for extra marbles. So if you have only to buy one, buy this one. This one is like nearly 7,000%. It's really good as well. You have a lot of XP, a lot of fire crystal, a lot of essence stone, a lot of gems. For once, they made this very, very good. And that's one of the second best pack to buy as well, and I'll show you in the spreadsheet in a moment. So that's really, really good. Daily mission, it's literally like Frosty Fortune, so you have to defeat 10 beasts, log in, 1,000 speed up, use research. Like I usually say, that's usually the best way to use is research, except on certain days where you can make points on multiple events. and you will be able to make points in multiple events, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Open to key, use two keys, Intel mission and stuff. So that you have to do that every day, especially sometimes I say you can skip the 1000 speedups, for example, but this time it gives marble, so I'll still do it. So I did it on research today, for example. So that's for the marble rally. So these 2 packs are amazing for once, and I'll look at how many marbles you get as a free-to-play and everything. So the shop, so you can see that you can get your marble coins here, and you can buy stuff. From the top of my head, I made some calculation, and I'll show you later, but what do you want to buy, right? You probably don't want to buy that. Usually the daily is not really good because you have so little coin that it might not worth it, to be honest, right? These are skins. So either you choose one of the old skins, right? Or you buy the new skin, which I find it's not a super cool skin, to be honest, but it's okay. You can get fire crystal, you can get nameplate, but nameplate do not give you any buffs. The frame skin is in the €5 pack here. That give you defense, right? So curiosity shop, so you have fire crystal, you have mithril, and you have the new thing for our charm. So there you will be it's the usual. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. If you are stuck at the free-to-play, the best buy is often fire crystal anyway, because your troop average is the most important. If you are stuck on your chief gear, you might want to buy some design plans. For spenders, you will probably want to buy mithril, and if you have charms level 11, you probably want to buy these, right? I did not make calculation on that, but from what I will share today, you will be able to easily find yourself, what the best option. But for free-to-play, I'll go Fire Crystal, just because the Fire Crystal levels and troop level matter the most. And I'll do that. If you want to do the emotes, enjoy yourself. That's roughly to empty this one. So that's 30,000. It's a bit below 400 marbles. That's 30,000. So that's 500, 600 marbles. So to get there, you need to buy the daily packs. The packs are daily, so you need to buy the daily packs from 1 to €20 every day, plus to buy all the other packs you can on the events to get one skin, basically. And if you buy, the €100 packs every day, then, you will be able to afford a lot there. But it's a decent shop. Mithril is very cheap, usually in that shop. So that's one way to get mithril for not too expensive, and I'll actually make a quick calculation. 70 plus 35 plus 21 plus 7. It's not that cheap. It's actually not that cheap to get 30 mithril, but you will get a lot of other things. Mithril is usually $5 per piece. So you will get it for $5 per piece for the mithril itself, more or less as well. If you buy the packs, I will tell you a bit later, but you will get a shit ton of things around it. You will get all you get from these, and this is a lot. So you basically get a lot, and you will get the mithril for as 10 price as usual. So it makes mithril, mithril itself is not really cheaper, because if you only care about mithril, you're not getting it any cheaper, but like the value for your dollars or euro to get one mithril is sky high on that event. It's a very, very good event for spenders, basically. Then you have the Fantasia Symphony, so you have to complete the columns and stuff. That's giving you a certain amount of marble, and we'll talk about that when we look at the spreadsheet. You have the top up, so that's roughly about $50, €60 to get there. So you got that marching skin, so that's a guaranteed skin. You don't have to do anything than just spending what you want. I talked about that quite a bit, but there are a lot of things to buy that could lead you there, and we'll talk about that later. Party experts, really important one, and we will talk about it in a sec. I'll start with that, and then I'll go with the spender side and everything. I'll kind of explain you how to play, but you see that you have marbles every time you complete a tiered reward, and you have 5 per day. So we don't see for the other days if it will be the same, but I assume you have 5 marbles per day in my calculation. What's really important to note is a few months ago, they added that like a delight name cards, which give permanent lethality. So if you are kind of serious player and you want to fight a lot and rally leader, and it's only for top 25, you will want to be in the top 25. So that's why I'm gonna talk about how to make points in this event. And I'll be able to make a lot myself, and I have a strategy to go there, and I'll kind of share that with you. The last spender pack you can buy is a $1 pack, and for $1 you get 4 marbles, which is one of the best value for money when it comes to getting marbles. For $1, you get 4 marbles, and you get everything extra. So it's not gonna make a huge difference, but you get 3 extra marbles for your dollars instead of 1 for free to play. So yeah. So okay. Colorful greeting. Did I did colorful greeting? Yeah. Okay. So that's one here. I missed one here. So 75, 80. So let's go talk about party expert very quickly. I'll start here, and that's something I could share with you guys. If you ask, I'll do it. So it's a 7-day event, all of Chief kind of event, King of Icefield kind of event. We'll review quickly, but will be more visible on the spreadsheet. So that's usually what I do. That's why I find other guides having not a lot of value, because they don't tell you what to do. And with that, you know what to do. So red is bad, dark green and bold is points on multiple events, and green is decent, right? So we are Sunday. So Sunday you have Officer Project that started this morning. And you have Chadul Memory Festival that started this morning. King of Icefield will start tomorrow. In the comments, let me know if you don't have King of Icefield. And if you don't have King of Icefield because you are on a newer state, what event do you have? Do you have a Hall of Chief? If so, give me your state number as well. So I'll basically can make another version of that when I replace King of Icefield by Hall of Chief, and I redo the color coding, right? I look again at what's overlapping and what to do. But you see there is a lot of dark green, so there is a lot of overlapping. So today, what you should do basically is one of the good ways, and that will be a bit too late when that video comes out, but that will be to complete. I know that's not gonna be too late. If you care to push for Alliance Showdown Sunday morning, always complete your Officer Project. That's something I mentioned to you for Alliance Showdown. It's up until, the last day is 1.5 days, so it's up to midday on Sunday. So if you want to have a natural push with your alliance without burning shit ton of things and trying to win on the last day, just ask everyone to complete Officer Project with any of these, because they give points in Alliance Showdown. So there is always an overlap on the last day, half day of Alliance Showdown and Officer Project. There is no overlap on Officer Project and King of Icefield, Hall of Chiefs, or SVS Prep. Never on Monday. There is never an overlap. So completing Officer Project 2, so the second one in the rotation, it's Armament Competition, Officer Project, Armament Competition, Officer Project. So we are there. We are the second Officer Project. Is always better on Sunday morning, UTC time, right? Between midnight to 12 UTC. But there is an overlapping with Hero Shards. I would not, though, use too many of them, because you will have an overlapping with the Roshards on Tuesday, right, between King of Icefield and Chadun Memory. So I will just barely complete my Officer Project today and barely complete with training troops. Like, troops will be trained naturally, and you will complete day 1 naturally. And if you need to, you burn some keys, right? So the way I will do Chadul Memory today is I will not push for anything. I'll wait for things to overlap with King of Icefield, because you will want to get, if you are not on a state that's saving for SVS like us, and you can push, let's say, freely. We're not forcing anyone to save for SVS, but we are encouraging everyone to save for SVS. So if you want each shard and to rank on an event to get some rewards for what you spend, King of Icefield is a lot easier than SVS Prep. So I'll definitely suggest when you have King of Icefield overlapping with a seasonal event, overlapping with Tyrant, you will get a lot for what you spend using speed-ups, and it's mostly training speed-ups here. So, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So today, go chill, complete your Officer Project. That will complete your Alliance Showdown. If you did not, that will complete your Childhood Memory. If you need Childhood Memory, just use some keys. Tomorrow, nothing overlaps, Polar Terrors. If you want to be in the top 25 for the frame, I suggest you burn some cans. I'll probably burn 100 cans tomorrow, something like that. It's very sad that the childhood memory did not start one day later, so there will be an overlap with defeat nearby bees, but that's okay. So that will be like keys, keeping your keys for the event. So if I just show you my game very quickly, if you look at my keys, where are my keys? I always use my keys for these events. So we didn't have a seasonal event for a long time, so I got a lot of keys. So if I use my keys now, that's gonna be a shit ton of points, right? Never use your keys outside of seasonal events. Seasonal events are the only events, except an event that asks you to use 30 per days for 3 days. I forgot, we will have later this week, so I'll actually keep 90 of them for the event, and which is, I forgot the name, but that's a monthly event you have, and so there are 2 events, but you basically use 30 keys on that event per day for 3 days, and then you keep all the other ones for seasonal events. So that's basically how it works for keys. So Tuesday, what do? You have a lot of overlap, right? So you can see that speed-ups overlap on construction and research, hero shard as well. So yeah, a lot to do here. If you want to, you will spin the wheel on Tuesday for King of Icefield, so you will likely complete your King of Icefield naturally. But you know, that could be a decent way to push for building speedups and research speedups, depending if you have a state buff, right? Because you will have other opportunity for research, which will be Friday. You will have an overlapping of that on Friday, so that could be like you will want to push on research when you have a state buff for it. Otherwise, it's not really interesting, right? Because you will lose 10%. So you want the title plus the state buff. So you know, I'll burn my key on Tuesday very likely because I completed today already. I'll spin the wheel here, and then I'll see what I'm gonna do. Maybe I burn some speed ups, but very little. I will keep most of it for SVS anyway. Wednesday, you have an overlapping on training troops, but the overlapping is only if you have Frost Dragon Tyrant starting. So one of the events is Frost Dragon Tyrant is Champion's Eve, which you will gather and train troops. So it seems to be not to promote, it seems to be train troop. And you unlock chests and points for the alliance, and the chests that you're gonna open in this alliance, you can open them in any alliance basically, right? So if you open them in a certain alliance, it will give point to that alliance, and it will give buffs on the battlefield, and mostly are infirmary and healing buffs, so it will really help to heal. So basically you will want to that could be, you know, if you pop if your states pop a training troop day buff on your state, that could be a decent day if you want to care to make point for scheduled memory and be in the top 25. There will be other opportunities, and I'll talk about that as well in a sec, but that's a decent day, right? But it's only overlapping there. Otherwise, you know, you can do pets, chief charms. I'll split my wheel basically. My lucky wheel, I split it between Tuesday and Wednesday, so that I don't have to stress to complete Wednesday with pets or chief charms. I'll just spin the wheel again on Wednesday. So that's what you should do. So for me, I spin 120 times. So I spin 60 and 60, and that's enough to complete the day because I don't really care to patch on King of Icefield. So I want to complete my King of Icefield very easily. Thursday, you have an overlap as well on widgets and essence stones on both Childhood and King of Icefield. So if you consider pushing for both events, that's a very good day to use your essence stone and your widgets. That's your only chance to use essence stones and widgets on seasonal events. Remember that seasonal events is a all kind of event. You have no point for fire crystal shards, you have no point for charms, you have no point for mithril, and they did not update that yet. So you see there is no charms, there is no mithril, there is only essence stone and widget, where here you have essence stone, widget, and mithril, right? So be mindful with that. No mithril are giving points in seasonal events, so only widgets and essence stone. So it's a kind of a very old event in its design, basically. Friday, you have a lot of overlap, so that could be a training day as well, right? Most states are using the state buff on Thursday for training, and you have overlap with Frost Dragon Tyrant, and if you have it, and you have an overlap with King of Icefield. So you see, like, basically, you have training troops and gathering every day here. You have training troops that give some kind of points on seasonal event on 3 days. So, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And you have training troops on Thursday and Saturday on King of Icefield. So you can do training troops on 4 days, more or less, based on choice decision. And on state decision, and what you care about the most. Do you care more about having people ranking here, or ranking here, whichever. It's not really a ranking, it's just to unlock certain amount of rewards. Training, you can do it for different days in the week. So you might want to mix and match as well based on where you want to rank and what you have available. But often the best day is when you have the state buff active, right? So Friday speed ups mostly, for research and building and gathering. So if you want to go chill, ready, you can send 5 or 6 match before reset, so they arrive just after reset, and you will be able to complete that very easily. If you want to burn gems, that's a decent way to do it on Thursday. For me, I will wait for another kind of seasonal event where you have gems that give you something for when you use gems. This event do not give you anything for using gems, so I'm not gonna use gems in this event. Same for research speed-ups. Some other seasonal events are giving you rewards for using speed-ups, and that's my video about how to get city skins in seasonal event for free to play and low spenders. That's kind of covered there. So I won't push too many speed-ups and gems. I suggest to keep them for research speed-ups and gems for another kind of seasonal event, not this one. Same for Saturday, overlap with training troop. Chief gear is overlapping as well, so if you wanted to put your chief gear, that will be Saturday next week. Or train troops as well with if you have tyrant. But if you don't have tyrants, you see the only overlapping of troops, right, is basically, and it's not really good, is Friday, right? The only overlapping is between troop power on Childhood Memory, which is not as good as the Wednesday event. You have 3 different way to train troops on on the Childhood Memory. You have troop power, you have this one, or you have the speed ups. And the best one is promote and train. Is Wednesday. This one is better. So Monday. That's why it's in orange. It's not red. It's not that bad. It's not green. It's not that good. Usually this one is in orange because it's overlapping. I put it in dark green, but it's the same. It's troops power. So it's medium, and speed up is the worst. It gives the least points for training troops when you get points for speed up use. So yeah. So that's basically the overlap here. You can take a screenshot if you want access to that. I'll need to do some work to share it with you guys, and let me know in the comments. So it's helpful and motivates me to do the extra. Already spent an hour and a half preparing this video. So that's kind of where we are for the overlapping event. So now we have to talk about the marbles and all of that. So let me do that. Let me do that. So we have everything together. You see me, you see the spreadsheet. I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, so you don't see the spreadsheet fully, so let's do 80. Okay, so we talk about a lot of things right today. So basically we talk about, on the top left, you can take a screenshot here as well. I'll just log that so it's showing better for me. So here that's your average chances of coins per marble, right? So you have 70.4 that we talked about. That's your milestone reward, and I'll kind of talk about that a bit later. But that's that's basically the free-to-play. The TLDR is at the free-to-play. If you do all I will cover, you will get 75 marble, plus you will get 5 here for free, so you will get 80 marbles. So that's the threshold you will achieve as a free-to-play player if you play the event well. As a low spender, if you buy all the packs except the daily ones, so all the other one we cover here, except the daily one, you will get 133 marbles. So you will achieve the 100 marbles, so you will get 5 and 10 for free, so you will get 148 marbles. So that will be for low spenders. Low spenders still mean you have to buy a €1 pack, a €5 pack, a €20 pack. Yeah, that's it. So you know that's still $26. I mean, it's 1.2 euro, 6 euro, and 24 euro. So it's a bit more in euro. It's 30 euro or $26, right? So that's for $26. That's for $26. That's for free to play. As usual for packs, packs have a big diminishing return when it comes to how many marbles you get per pack, right? So these are daily packs. So they refresh every day and you have to buy them in order. You cannot choose which one you want to buy. In some events, you can choose which pack you want to buy. So I'm telling you, it's better to buy, if you want to reach a certain milestone, it's better to buy the 20 and 50 euro pack than to buy all of them, right? There, you don't have the choice. You have to buy them one by one. So the $1 pack, we speak in dollar, it's a bit easier for math. Give you 3 marbles, so you get 3 marbles per dollar. The $3 pack give you 7, so you start to have a lot less. You start to get 2.33 marbles per dollar. The $5 pack, you get only 10, so you start to have 2 marbles per dollar. And then it goes down and on, right? So $10 pack, you get 18 marbles, so you get 1.8, then you get 1.6, and you get 1.3, then you get 1.15 per dollar, right? So you see, it's always better to buy, let's say you want to spend 50 euro on the event, so you buy the $26 packs we'll talk in a minute about, and you buy, for example, $1 and $3 pack every day. That's a lot better. You will get a lot of marble instead that if you go and you buy these the first day. If you buy these the first day, you will get a lot less marble than if you do $1 or $3 packs every day, basically. So that's how much you get. Colorful greeting, so that's, I'll just show you that this one. So for $1 you get 4 marbles, so you get it's not actually dollar, it's regular. It's regular plain text. So you get, 4 marbles per dollar. It's really good because you get, 3 marbles per dollar here. So for $1, that's the best pack you can buy. I mean, technically you get one for free. So, you get an extra 3 marbles for $1. So that's as good as here, right? Then you get Fantasia Symphony, so you don't have to buy anything here. But the difference is the bottom right pack here, the bottom right tile is buying a $5 pack. And it's only available to spenders. So as a free-to-play, if you complete 4 lines and 2 columns, because you cannot complete this column and this line, you will get 14 marbles from here. And as a spender, you will get 27, right? So that's buying, again, the $5 packs that we talk about, which is this one. So you get 10, plus you get 21 from the daily mission, plus you get an extra 13 here. So that $5 pack is amazing because it's unlocking everything for you and you get 40 marbles for it. So if you have just to spend $5, you get 40 marbles. And 40 marbles, it's 70. So 70 per marble in average. So 40 times 70, it's nearly 300 coins that you will be able to spend in the store. 300 coins is 3 mithril nearly. Let's say I want to spend 300 coins. It's 180 fire crystals, something like that. So it's a lot for $5 basically. It's really the best buy you can have. It's an amazing buy. It's really, really good. Then you have party experts, right? So we talk about it, that this one, so you get 5 per days. I assume, because we cannot know, so I assume there will be 5 target points rewards per day. So that's, you should get 35 here. I think it was like that in Christmas. Then you get the marbles rally pack. So we talk about them. These one, which are very good right now because free to play, you get 4 marbles. Spenders, you get 10 marbles. So you get 2 marbles per dollar basically, plus you get the 21 from the daily mission, plus you get the 14 from the symphony. So it's actually far more. It's like 10 plus 21 plus 14, it's 45, right? So you get 4.5 marbles per dollar if you buy only one pack. If you buy multiple packs, then any other pack could give you something, but that's 4.5 marbles per pack if you buy the $5 pack. So that's really, 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 really good. If you have $5 to spend on the game, that's one of the best buy you can ever do. And then the $20 pack, right, which is giving you 50 marbles. So you get 2.5, so that's actually very good. It's nearly as good as a $1 pack, because here if you buy a $20 pack, you get 1.6 marbles per dollar. Plus here, on top of the marbles, right, you get the essence stone, you get the fire crystals, you get a shit ton of things on top of the marble. So it's really good for marble, and it's really good for everything else. So they made these packs, again, very, very good. Really, really, really good. That's about the mission. So I talk about the daily mission. So as a free-to-play, if you do this 3 missions every day for 7 days, you get 21 marbles. And if you have the double points because you bought that pack, then of course it's 42, right? So you get 42. So that's how we come to the conclusion of as a free-to-play, you get 75 marbles. Then, it's all the blue ones here that you basically, let me put them in orange then. That's all the orange one. And here you get one for free from here as well, which I did not mention. So that's 75. Plus, because you will be able to reach the milestone, that will be that, right? So as a free-to-play, let's do, actually, I'll do a bit more calculation for you guys. So that's, you will get 80, and you get in average 70.4. So that coins, so that's how much? 5632, 5632 marble coins per event in average. So you know what you can buy already. Let's put it in 11, let's center it. So that's what you get as a free-to-play, and so as a spender, you get 100, let me calculate it somewhere else, 70.4, so you get 10,419 marbles per average for $26, right? So that's 10 mithril shards, for example. For that amount, for $26, you get 5 usually mithril. So if you get the average, if you get, if you spin them one by one and you are not more lucky than you are, that will be for 26, you will get 10 mithril plus everything else, which is a lot. So that's really, it's a very cheap way to get 10 mithril, basically. Plus getting a lot of things. Something that people could be interested is to get, so orange is free to play, green is spenders, right? And red is getting 30 mithril. So I just wanted to mention that for big spenders is 30 mithril. And 30 mithril, it means that you have to buy every day all these packs. If you buy all these packs every day, you're gonna get, so if you buy every day the $1 pack, that's how you read it, you get 21 marble. And because you have to buy all the packs in order in this event. So if you buy the $1 and $3 pack, so $3 packs is giving you 49, so it's 21 plus 49 is 70, right? And if you buy the $5 packs, you get 70 from the $5 packs every day, so it's 140 in total. So to get to 30,000 coins, which is what you need to buy all the mithril, you need a bit less. If you divide 30,000 divided by 70.4, that's how much marbles you need, right? But you get a marble coin here, right? So when you reach 400 marbles, let's say, you already got 500 coins, 1,000 coins, so you get 4K coins, right? So you need 26 coins to buy all the mithril now. So it's a lot lower. So roughly when you are around 400, a bit below 400, because when you reach 400, you will get 5,000, you will be able to buy to buy all the mithril. So that means you need you get 148 for $26. So on top of the 148 you have, you need to buy 250, right, more or less. And to get 250, if you look here, it means you need to buy that. You need to buy all these packs daily, and then you will be able to get 266 extra marbles. That will be far above 400. So between all of the one you get there, plus your luck, you should be able to get there. The only mistakes you can do is basically spending them 20 by 20 and being very unlucky. If you do 20 and you hit the 500, it's jackpot. But then you understand that it's luck based, and that's a 4% chance to occur, right? So if you buy that amount of marbles, I'll go 5 by 5 if you want. But if you want to be safe, just do them one by one. It's gonna take time, but just do them one by one. That's really the safest way to do that. So that's a rushed overview of all I wanted to say, but there are a lot more. What else I wanted to say about this event? So you can imagine that a city skin, that's 30,000, so that's 400 marbles. So, to get to the city skin, you might need to get to the 600 milestone, right? So you might need to buy the $20 pack every day, basically. To buy the city skin, let's do like that. Let's do purple. You will need to do that, right? If you want a city skin. More or less, you will need to buy that. If you want to buy 2 city skins, then you need to buy probably up to $50 every day plus one time 100, something like that. And if you buy 100 every day, then you can buy the 2 city skin. You can buy everything you want probably. But whales might be interested in that, and that's 40k basically. So that's nearly a city skin. So if you buy until the $20 pack every day, you can get, that's for the charms level 12 to 16. That's the new currency you need. So that's a good way to get it, and that will be, you need to buy to the $20 pack every day. That you will complete naturally, you know about that. It's always the same. Top up, it's simple. So like, you have the most of what is important now. Some things I want to talk to you about that could be interesting is how do you go to top 25 safely? How do you go to top 25 safely? So let's open some keys. I usually do them another day, but I'll do them here. So I said I want to keep, so let's open all my blue keys. So let's see where am I, right? Let's see where am I. I have 26, no, I have 500k points. That's very simple, 500k points. So let's open some keys together. So you do 10, and then you do, I'll get some back for the, if we have the event that require keys, I'll get some back. So, I'll do all of them. So I see I got some heroes, some shards, for 200 chests, right? Plus I got some here. So I go from hero keys. So see, I can start to collect that. I just wanted to play the game with you a bit, but I know people like shorter videos, so I try to rush to the things that are the most important. Where is it? It's here. So it's already a lot, and I'm rank 55. So it's not too good, but let's open a lot of these keys now. And I want to keep, I might not keep 90 because I'll get some more in the coming days. So I'll open, like, let's say I'll open 180k keys, so I'll do that 18 times. So first time, so I got I got some heroes, so I could do all of them, but I want to keep them for the other event when you open keys. I find that's worth it. So you will need to burn a lot of keys, and we'll look at it later, the amount of points. I just want to see the ranking it's giving me basically. So I'll keep like 75 keys, something like that. Because I kind of end up every time in the top 25 without too many problems, because I keep keys more than most people. And I have a few tricks that I think could be helpful for you. But this time we have some uncertainties for us because of Dragon Tyrant and what people will do and how much training they will do. So that's what concerns me. So I got, a lot of Gwen. Okay, so that's a lot of shards, right? Because these heroes are max, so I'll be able to trade in 2 Drat training station. That will be a lot of shards. So let's see how I'm doing now. Opening most of my keys, I'm top 20. That's not that good, to be honest. It's actually not that good. People are already going really, really, really strong, right? So when you see that, you need to plan for your week. So I open most of my keys, and usually I'm top 5 or top 10 when I open most of my keys. So it's quite a competitive right now, and you see people are having double the points in top 5. So either they had a lot more keys, which is surprising, it would be common. So then if I look at my at this part, and I'll make a copy of it, I'll duplicate so I can mess it up. So for me, I'll go Polar Terror. I'm planning to use 100 keys, 100 stamina cans. I might adjust based on what I need. So I've done keys today. So that will give me a good idea. On like here, I'm not planning to do anything much because my plan is to complete Lucky Wheel, King of Icefield with Lucky Wheel. So I'm not gonna use many shards. I'm not gonna use many speed ups, right? So here I'm gonna lack points basically. It will be easy to complete the daily rewards because just training naturally, plus I'll open a bit more keys or maybe a tiny bit of hero shards, but I'll be able to complete that very easily as well. So that should not be an issue, and that will open naturally. I won't push for that, right? Then here I'll have maybe I complete it with some gems to not burn Essence Stone and Widget for to keep them for SVS. But you see, like there will be training and gathering, but I have little opportunities to push naturally if I save too much. So I'll have to make a decision. Either I burn some Essence Stones here. I could do that because that will give point on both. It's really it's kind of really upsetting that it overlapped that way. So if you want to be in the top 25 and you have a similar setup as us, depending on how people go on training on heaves, then it will likely mean Essence Stones are giving a lot of points. So it's likely mean pushing something like that. And it could be because we are early generation, it could be I unlock a new hero and I push on a new hero, right? With hero shard. So I could push for Edith. I could, unlock her with buying, for example, I could unlock her with buying the daily deal 1 or 2 days in a row, depending on my luck. Then I'll be able to push shards. And I'll have to push training eventually, maybe 10 or 20 days, maybe not that much, but a tiny bit. Because you cannot push charms. I have charms to do. Chief Gear, I could do Chief Gear, but Chief Gear is not giving a lot of points. So what gives points usually is Essence Stones, Hero Shards, and all of that. So, or the option is to push 200, 300 stamina cans, right? For Polar Terror. Because I don't have much at the end of the week that I want to use, basically. I want to use my keys. I don't mind Hero Shard too much. So if you look at the week and you plan for it, 25 will require some effort on the way it overlaps. Sometimes it overlaps with other, 2-day events. Sometimes it overlaps with another event. So it's not looking that good. So that's why I'm suggesting that's why I'm making these basically for myself before I share them on YouTube or with my alliances. So I get an idea about how I go about my week and what I need to do. And I understand that for me, most of it plays here, right? It's using my keys. Maybe I burn more keys and I'm actually skipping the, I can't remember the other name of the other event. Dawn of something, whatever. So that will be here, and then I'll have to monitor and to get in the top 25, right? So that's one thing. There are things I wanted to tell you, but after nearly an hour of video, like my brain is fried, so I need to think about it. So here, if you want to play, again, 1 by 1, you unlock that. You see how it goes, and that's random. The way I will do it, really for most people here, I will really suggest to go on that side. like you don't have enough design here to be worth it, even if you like designs and you are stuck at the early, you know, blue or purple chief gear. Like that's, you know, you will get a bit here as well, right? But that's really worth than that in my opinion. So I really suggest everyone to go on the left, nearly everyone. Sometimes middle maybe to unlock a bit. $5 again, worth really a lot. Yeah, I think that's I'll add in comments, guys. Actually, because I cannot remember the other thing I wanted to say for now, so I'm not gonna make the video drag too much. I'll edit the top comments if something is coming back. But that was really it for me. How to do with the packs? I'll put it again, right? You can take a screenshot of that. I'll share it if you guys ask me. The $5 pack, really worth it if you're a tiny spender. That's really a good one, and that will be that one. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. I'll listen to the video again and update the section comment if anything is missing. I'll see you tonight for a live stream as well for Foundry. So I'll start it a bit sooner. So we play we play some marbles together, and we can have a chat, and I can do any question and answers. I can complete anything that I forgot after that hour-long recording, nearly. So we have a complete video, but yeah, that was it for me. I hope it was helpful, a lot more precise than some other video out there, and let me know in the comments if that's the case. That's the kind of guide I wish I had, you know, when I was looking at other people. So I'm trying to make them myself, but you know, the importance is of help to you guys as well. So let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you being here. I wish you a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.